my chair.
Morning.
Go to get them what they said.
We are up and at 'em already. This one got a curl right there. Just wants to do something. It's a beautiful day. Y'all can see that sun out there.
Turn it to me.
Turn it to you.
I want everybody to know that I have eyebrows this morning.
Yeah, she got her eyebrows on today. He's over there ready with his tablet. We're getting everything cleaned up and getting dressed, finishing up and headed out. And we're going to be in Charleston for another hour or so, a couple hours maybe, then headed for Savannah. All right, see y'all in a little bit. So we're getting breakfast and then we're headed to Savannah, Georgia. I was wrong. I thought maybe I just wasn't really thinking about it, but the garden is in Savannah, not where we at, Charleston. So we're headed to Savannah right now. It'll take us 2 hours to get there from where we're at. But we're coming back here in another vacation.
Oh, because we want to see a plantation.
And there was
It takes a whole day to do the whole thing.
there's boat tours on it, all kinds of stuff on it. So we're not going to do that.
And they have
Right
a
now.
beautiful garden, and we want to see it maybe in the
Mom wants to see it in the summer or the spring.
spring.
So we're waiting for breakfast, and then we are headed out. And we will get some video for y'all in a little bit. All right. God bless you guys. Isn't this beautiful? Look at that. So pretty. Wonder why they have some. They got some with they're gonna cut some down, or either they're wrapped to be saved. One or the other.
Huh?
Either they've got those wrapped to be saved or wrapped to be cut. They've got 2 there, 1 back there, 1 over there. This is beautiful right here. Mom said this is the perfect place for Jill's wedding. I have to come all the way to Savannah. All right. Is it recording?
Yeah.
So we're in Savannah.
What's that?
We're headed to the cemetery. And these roads are beautiful, lined with this.
You told them what movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil.
There's a lot of walkers here. I don't know if they're coming.
They might just be tourists. They're all
Yeah,
holding
they
on.
look like they're tourists, and there's a bus, a tourist bus.
Yeah, those
So,
are the trolleys. I said that we could take a trolley tour. He wanted to park there, but it said something, so he had to move.
These roads are absolutely gorgeous. So shady. And I can't understand why moss grows in some states and not others. Maybe it's the humidity, the damp, I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google that. I've been Googling things this whole trip. Anything we have a question about, I just Google it real quick. We've noticed a lot of the towns, like there's Jonesboro, Greensboro,
Ashboro.
yeah, but they're B-O-R-O, so I had to Google that, and that is short for borough, but that is where there was usually a castle, like long time ago, and it would be that borough castle, and then they shortened it to B-O-R-O. So that was pretty interesting. So now every time we see something with a borough on the end, we say, oh, there must have been a castle there.
Well, I wonder if it could just be the ancestors of people that had castles at some other point. Did it have to be an actual castle at that place?
That's what it said. That was the 1800s. That's so there. Oh, look over there. I'm going to swing over here and get these. I don't know if I can get them. They're old houses, guys, like rows of. Oh wow. Those. Hope I'm not talking funny. I took a cat nap.
Yeah, you're talking like you're still asleep.
Then I heard Kim ask me something. She said, "Did you?" Oh yeah, I saw that. You did not see that. I saw that. And I didn't know what she was talking about. But I tried to act like, I knew exactly. Anyway, there's trees, but there's not a lot of moss. They say moss grows on the north side of the tree, but that's not right because there's moss all over these trees.
Okay, you can end this video till we get there.
Okay, bye.
All right, we're here. It's beautiful. We're walking, just getting inside. Levi, there's a truck backing up. You're paying attention. Ready?
What do you want to call it?
Here is this map. It doesn't really, I don't know what it says. Levi, follow us, baby. You just keep going off in your own world. It's very pretty. Look at this little lane.
It's a very peaceful place.
Yes, it is.
It's like you can have your lunch here and it's not,
Yeah, it's very peaceful. I think Mom said she used to have a friend she worked with that would drive, take road trips, her and her husband, go to cemeteries, and any names on the headstones that were her name, her husband's last name, or extended family members. I left her back there. Then she would go home, even like far back, like greats. If that name popped up, even if she didn't know who they were, then she would go home and, are you sure we have to go exactly that way?
No, you don't have to. That's just where the basin garden is.
And then she would, when she'd get home, see, she would look it all up, like on the ancestry.com stuff. So she was probably part of that, like Dad, because I know Dad has a membership on the Ancestry website. All right, we're gonna walk and look, and then I'll do a little filming again in a few minutes. It's very pretty here, though. So while we were here, we Googled about the stones because there are so many. See, like those right there? They're piled up with stones. So Jewish belief, and there may be other beliefs too, but we were asking about, because all of these have the Jewish, the David's star on it. It has two different, and some people believe this way and some people believe another way, but it's to keep the spirit down in this world, or to keep evil spirits, and I don't know, it said like goblins and stuff, I don't know about that, but to keep them from getting to them in their resting place. So I don't understand it, because I would think, well, in our belief as Christians, we're going to go to heaven, so our spirit has already left our body. But others believe, I guess, that they put a rock on that thing, a stone, and the more stones you put, it holds that spirit in the ground. It's sort of sad because I would think you would want it to go where it belongs. I mean, you would hope it was going to heaven. Pray. Anyway, that one has a whole bunch all over these. So that is some kind of that's a belief with the Jewish.
Yeah, we don't know anything about Jewish beliefs, so.
That's all that's what I Googled. Anyway, all right, we're going to leave here and go to where the bird girl, the girl with the, the holding the bird feeders from the movie, that statue, we're going to where that's at. All right, we'll see y'all in a bit. This is Mercer House. This is where he lived. James, what is his name, James?
I think so. I can't remember.
Me and Mom are going to watch the movie again when we get home. Although every time it pops on TV, even though I don't have it recorded, I watch it every time. So in the movie, all kinds of stuff happened in this little street, like where they would talk and he would walk and meet that little girl walking. It's all on these little streets right here. It's a little park, like a little sitting park right here across the street. I don't know how much of this we've seen in the movie though. Mostly just the inside of the house. You can go in because it's a museum. It's a museum. Well, we're on the wrong side to go in. But we're not going in. Our car's sitting right there and Levi's in it. We just wanted to get a picture and a little bit of a video. Did you get a good picture?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of tours everywhere down here. Aren't these houses beautiful? They're just beautiful. It's so pretty. Little brick walkways. Very pretty. That's Mercer House. Okay.
Tailfair Academy.
Okay, so this is a museum. Tailfair Academy Museum.
Yes.
This is where they have moved the statue in the movie Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. So I got the house that, I think his name was Jim. I think I said James a while ago, but it's Jim Mercer.
It might have been James and they called him Jim.
Maybe. Anyway, this is where they moved it. It's in that building. They don't even have it outside, and I'm not going in. I don't feel like going in. I'm not in the mood to go into a museum. And like I told Mom, I said that's the only thing we'd be going in for is to take a picture of that and then coming back out. And that means we got to get out. We got to find. We're in parking that we're not supposed to be in just for a second. So it's a little. Mom just asked a while ago why I thought they moved it, but I figured because it became famous in that movie, they didn't want it stolen from the cemetery. That would be my thoughts on it. But they don't even have it outside here, so you can't even see it here. So that was a little, I don't know if it's disappointing. We've seen some pretty stuff on this trip and even in this town, and I don't know what she's looking at. What you Googling?
I'm trying to find why did they move it.
Oh. Anyway, down this street, there's about 3 or 4 of these little parks. Yeah. This is completely different. About 4, we're 3 or 4 blocks basically down, and every block has one of these little park areas right in the middle where you can walk and sit. So that's really pretty, really relaxing. But we were talking that if you lived in the apartments here, like up here in these buildings or any of these on the other side of the streets, you would never have peace here.
You couldn't sit in
as
the
pretty as it looks.
Like you've got these orange things going,
trolleys and people walking.
You've got the Sedgefield people on their little scooters. So if you were sitting out there, it would take away the peacefulness.
Yeah, it would. So, but it's very pretty. I mean, it makes you think what it could have been like, but what it's not really like living down here. All right, we're gonna go find some lunch and look and see if there's anything else we want to do, because it's still fairly early. It's 3, but praise God we're in the town we're gonna stay and not driving at 9 or 10 o'clock at night trying to get to it. Right? Right. Because it was like almost midnight by the time I built the video for y'all last night and got it posted. So, alright, we're going to go and we'll see y'all in a little bit.
I didn't want my food to get cold.
Alright, we're back at our hotel. We are we're right outside.
You didn't like talking on the camera?
Savannah. And
Oh, okay.
we will be driving a lot tomorrow. I think about 8 hours tomorrow. And I'm hoping that we can go down through Alabama, Montgomery, and do something there, but maybe take like an hour to do it, and then keep on driving. So we're not going to even book a hotel tomorrow night until about an hour before we know sort of where we're going to be. And then and that'll be Sunday morning. We get up and we head home.
No, because Alabama's going to be too long to get home on Sunday.
We're going to be in Louisiana tomorrow night. Bennett is bothering Mom
I'll
about
have to figure it out.
being somewhere and doing something.
How far is it from Slidell to home?
Anyway, we had a good day. Get this video out to y'all. Levi had some KFC this evening. He's happy.
I'll have to ask Google.
And me and Mom had some
and then we'll decide where we're going to drive
fried,
to tomorrow.
well, it wasn't catfish, because evidently you gotta have a river for catfish. But we had shrimp and fish, and it was something called whiting. We'd never heard of it, never had it before, and it wasn't the best fish in the world. Wasn't nothing like catfish, but it was good, and some shrimp from a place called Sisters, and real down home cooking inside that little restaurant, little cafe. So if any of y'all are in Georgia, or I can't remember, there was 3 locations in Georgia and 1 location South Carolina, I think, called Sisters. Just down home Southern cooking, and it was pretty good. So anyway, we're gonna go. I'm gonna get this out to y'all. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for praying us through this trip and keeping us safe. We've seen few accidents here and there, and you know, God's just keeping
it doesn't take long,
keeping us covered. And thank y'all for praying for us. So we've got 1 more night, 2 more days and a night. We'll be home. We'll be home sometime Sunday afternoon. All right, love you guys.